the streets, political and economic crisis going on. What do you think about present situation?
Yes. One thing is, it is an unprecedented crisis in Sri Lanka. We have had a fairly orderly state of things. We have had rebellion of the youth in 71. We have had a war. But government itself was not assailed. There were terrorist actions, insurgencies. Government itself was not assailed, and people didn't assail the government. Now, this is not a question of any terrorism or any insurgency or anything like that. This is a crisis that has grown up because of a total failure of the government. People have come to the streets because there is no petrol, no fuel, no gas. Food items are rising in price every day, unavailability of fertilizer for agriculture, a whole lot of things built up. And this is a people's crisis, not a crisis of insurgencies or insurrections. So we have never witnessed a situation like this. And I think the government has wholly failed in providing a solution. That's the problem to begin with. So people have taken to the streets. In this situation, now I know in India also they have had a situation where the agriculture protests were there. Government responded. They couldn't resist that. They responded and took measures. So here the government is not sensitive to the problems of the people. There is a total failure of the government mechanism. That's a very serious situation. Government has not responded to this. Instead of which the president, you get outside, people are saying, go home, go home. He keeps on appointing people as ministers. So there is no credibility. There is a huge credibility gap between the government and the people. That's the crux of the crisis.
Sir, will the Supreme Court interfere in the present situation?
No, the Supreme Court doesn't interfere in this kind of situation. Supreme Court can come in a situation of violation of fundamental rights. But this is not violation of fundamental rights. People have come to the streets. So if people wanted some relief from the Supreme Court, they would have gone to the Supreme Court. But they have now taken the thing. It's a more widespread thing. Supreme Court can make orders against the government, but if the government is a total failure, there is nothing that the Supreme Court can do.
Sir, whom do you think is accountable for present economic?
Yeah, it's a fairly long drawn-out process. We have been always having a balance of payment problem. Our imports have been far greater than exports. Then our expenditure has been far greater than revenue. We have been spending very grandly on infrastructure projects, thanks to intervention of Chinese government and so on. There was financing facilities, so the government kept on spending. And we were earlier, we didn't have this problem of ISBs, international sovereign bonds. Till then we had only multilateral loans and World Bank aid, Asia Development Bank. There was no problem there. But 2007 onwards, we have been taking ISBs, international sovereign bonds, of small figures, for small periods. Then thereafter it was taken for, those things were capitalized and for larger sums. Now, shall I give you an example? In 2011, we take an ISB for $1 billion, payable in 10 years. Now you are very comfortable in 2011. 10 years, 2021 it comes. That's what Then 2012, again we have taken another 1 billion, 10 years. That comes in 2022. So whoever who took it didn't realize that the 10 years, although there is a 10-year period, when it comes for payment, it comes one after the other, year after year. That is how this crisis has built up.